wake up, wake up, wake up. I am your host, Chantel, better known as Miss Recycle, and you are officially on the Wake Up and Smell the Coffee show, y'all. Infinity TV. Let's go. I got some information for y'all, and I'm going to get right into it, okay? It's about Bobby Hemmitt, and I'm just like speechless, all right? So I'm going to let Google speak for me today, okay? Because you fact checkers ain't gonna be fact checking me. Fact check Google, all right? We've been asking these questions and now we about to get some answers today, y'all. And after today, I want y'all to stop giving y'all donations to these people, all right? This is about Bobby Hemmitt, right? Bobby Hemmitt, the master teacher, all right? He taught me so much. Listen, let's go, y'all, because y'all know how these people be doing. Let's go.
Bobby Hemmitt Wikipedia, the unofficial biography of a metaphysical master.
Unofficial biography.
Published by Career Gear.
Listen.
Bobby Hemmitt is a name that resonates with many people who are interested in the occult, metaphysics, and esoteric knowledge. He is a scholar, lecturer, and teacher who has dedicated his life to exploring the hidden mysteries of the universe and sharing his insights with others. But who is Bobby Hemmitt, and what is his story? In this article, we will try to answer these questions by looking at some of the information available online about him. Early life and education. Bobby Hemmitt was born in Macon, Georgia, in 1955. He grew up in a religious family and attended a Baptist church. He was always curious about the spiritual world and started reading books on various topics such as astrology, numerology, mythology, and history at a young age. He also developed a keen interest in African culture and history, especially the ancient civilizations of Egypt and Ethiopia. Hemmitt attended college in Atlanta, Georgia, where he studied psychology and sociology. He also joined several student organizations that focused on Black empowerment and consciousness. He was influenced by the teachings of Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, and other Black leaders. He also became familiar with the works of Dr. John Henrik Clarke, Dr. Joseph Ben Jochanan, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, and other Afrocentric scholars. Career and achievements.
And I was encouraged by
After graduating from college, Hemmitt decided to pursue his passion for metaphysics and occultism. He started giving lectures and seminars on various topics such as ancient history, mythology, religion, astrology, alchemy, magic, and more. He traveled across the country and abroad, sharing his knowledge and wisdom with thousands of people. He also wrote several books and articles on these subjects. Hemmitt was known for his charismatic and captivating style of speaking. He was able to explain complex concepts in simple and understandable terms. He was also able to connect different fields of study and show how they were related to each other. He often used humor and sarcasm to make his points more memorable and entertaining.
Listen.
Hemmitt was not afraid to challenge the mainstream views and beliefs that he considered to be false or misleading. He exposed the hidden agendas and manipulations of the elite groups that controlled the world. He revealed the secrets of the ancient civilizations that were suppressed or distorted by the dominant powers. He advocated for the liberation and empowerment of the oppressed people, especially the Black community. Hemmitt was also adept at interpreting his dreams and visions. He claimed that he received messages and guidance from various spiritual entities and forces. He said that he was able to access higher realms of consciousness and reality through meditation and astral projection. He also said that he had encountered aliens, angels, demons, gods, goddesses, ancestors, and other beings in his journeys.
And in the end, he said,
Hemmitt was respected and admired by many people who followed his teachings and lectures. He was considered to be a master of metaphysics and occultism by many of his peers and students. He influenced and inspired many other teachers and lecturers who emerged in the field of esoteric knowledge. Personal life and health. Hemmitt was married to a woman named Barbara Hemmitt. They had two children together, a son named Bobby Jr. and a daughter named Ebony.
Never knew that.
Hemmitt loved his family dearly and often mentioned them in his lectures.
Never heard him speak of these people.
Hemmitt suffered a severe stroke in 2013 that affected his speech and mobility. He had to retire from public speaking and live at home with his wife who took care of him. He no longer gave interviews or appeared on social media platforms. According to some sources online, Hemmitt passed away in 2020 due to complications from his stroke. However, this information has not been officially confirmed by his family or close friends.
Y'all hear that?
Some people believe that Hemmitt is still alive but prefers to stay out of the public eye.
Yeah, they got us believing he's still
Legacy
alive.
and influence. Bobby Hemmitt left behind a rich legacy of knowledge and wisdom that continues to enlighten and empower many people around the world. His lectures are widely available on YouTube, where they have millions of views and thousands of comments. Hemmitt's books are also still in print, where they can be purchased by interested readers. Hemmitt's influence can be seen in the works of many other esoteric teachers and lecturers who have followed his footsteps. Some of them include Dr. Phil Valentine, Brother Panic, Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. Alim El-Bey, Dr. Jewel Pookrum, and many more. Hemmitt's teachings have also inspired many artists and musicians who have incorporated his ideas and concepts into their creative expressions. Some of them include Erykah Badu, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Lupe Fiasco, and many more.
Yeah, you inspired
Bobby
Jay-Z,
Hemmitt was a
all right.
visionary and a pioneer who opened the minds and hearts of many people to the
444,
hidden mysteries
huh?
of the universe. He was a metaphysical master who taught us how to tap into our inner potential and power. He was a legend who will never be forgotten. This article is based on the information available online about Bobby Hemmitt. It is not an official biography or a comprehensive account of his life and work. It is intended to provide a brief overview and introduction to his teachings and legacy. For more details and
Y'all hear
sources,
that?
please refer to the links provided in the article.
And I'm gonna post this article in the comments, y'all. Listen, I had to do it. I had to do it. And there is a video on my page, all right, that is basically saying that Bobby is dead. I want y'all to listen to this, okay? Because I can't make this up. I cannot make any of this stuff up, y'all. I want y'all to listen to this, okay? The man is saying that Bobby is dead, all right? And he was just speaking. He was just speaking like, I wouldn't even say hypothetically. He was just speaking. He was doing a lecture. And in the lecture, he spoke about Bobby Hemmitt. He knew Bobby Hemmitt or whatever. And he spoke about Bobby Hemmitt. And he couldn't think of his name at first. So he kept saying, who was the fat dude, the one that's dead? Listen, y'all, take a listen. Take a listen.
And I'm gonna tell you what, what's the big fat black guy who died?
Radio.
Me and him we got into a debate down there. We used to go there too. We used to get into a debate. Bobby Hemmitt.
Listen.
Bobby Hemmitt. Bobby Hemmitt used to go there too. One time, me and Bobby Hemmitt, and I'm gonna tell you what, what's the big fat black guy who died? Me and him we got into a debate down there. We used to go there too. We used to get into a debate.
Listen.
Bobby Hemmitt. Bobby Hemmitt. Bobby Hemmitt used to go there too. One time, me and Bobby Hemmitt. And I'm gonna tell you what, what's the big fat black guy who died? Me and him we got into a debate down there. We used to go there too. We used to get into a debate. Bobby Hemmitt. Bobby Hemmitt. Bobby Hemmitt used to go there too.
He was talking about a bookstore called The Sphinx that Bobby Hemmitt used to go to, okay? And he used to do debates with Bobby, all right? And he is under the page High Frequency Radio. And this is where I found this at. This came in my feed, y'all. I wasn't looking for this. I never heard of this person, never saw his video, that this person ever made a day in my life. But I've been thinking about Bobby Hemmitt for a very long time lately. My goodness, y'all. I've been thinking about Bobby for a very, very long time. And listen, this video popped up. It didn't give me an indication that it was going to be anything about Bobby. I didn't know what to, I just, it was about esoteric information. So I clicked on it, and not even 15 minutes into this video, this man says this, okay? And this is what just sparked something in my freaking soul. Now, as you know, I have not done a video in a very long time as far as like a live in-person video, because I've been working on my business, okay? Working on myself, trying to get things together. So I really haven't had time. But I do hit you guys with shorts, right? Sharing information. And that's what I did with this one. But I was like, nah, I gotta go on here and speak about this, because there are so many people that I have came across. If y'all Google his name on Google, okay, it's gonna pop up. Is Bobby Hemmitt still alive? Okay, Google is asking that question. That's the first thing that pops up when you Google Bobby Hemmitt's name. All right. So for some reason, okay, allegedly, he's dead, right? And if he is dead, right? Why are these people still collecting money on his name? Why don't these people tell us that he's dead? Why are they hiding this information? What is going on here now? I need y'all to go and just look at these videos on YouTube about him. It was one girl a long time ago, Onyx or something, who was speaking about, and I commented on her stuff. I happened to run across hers, but before I saw her video, I was thinking about Bobby, and I was thinking like, what's going on with him? How's he doing or whatever, And it's just crazy because, y'all, this is just crazy. And I believe that this was my confirmation. I've been thinking about him for a very long time, so I believe he came to me like, no, I'm no longer here, and I need you to tell everybody that these people done did something to me. Linda, Polite, whoever the hell, what the hell is his name? Panic, excuse me. Listen, because those are the ones who collected his money on his name. Okay, and they are monetizing his videos, and this is something that he never wanted to do. If you guys know anything about Bobby Hemmitt, if you watched any of his videos, and I'm telling you, I binged watched his videos for a very, 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 very long time. I came across him like 2007, 8, somewhere around there, right? So yeah, I've been watching him for a very, very, very long time. I put a lot of my friends onto Bobby. Hemmitt. I've been watching Bobby Hemmitt for a very long time. I looked over the black magic thingy because, you know, people are people, right? People grow up in certain, and this is why we grow up in certain ways, because certain people have to see certain things and go through certain stuff so that they can teach or warn other people. And this is what he was doing. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, the other article I found, it says something about him being silenced, okay? Ever since he had the stroke and was silenced in 2013, right? So basically they silenced him. They wanted to silence him. Now, if you go back to his videos, you will see that he didn't really speak too highly of Linda. Even though this was his woman, he didn't speak too highly of her now, okay? Now, I remember there was a video about them being in the grocery store, and he didn't put the thing up, and remember he put the can of soup or whatever in the cart, and it fell out the hole, you know, in the front where you're supposed to put the baby at when you're shopping, right? You know, they got that flap that goes up, and he didn't put the flap up, right? I remember him telling us a story about that, and he said she went off on him. He felt like a little baby, like he felt like a kid. She made him feel so, and when I watched that video, and I heard that, and I'm like, wow. So this is how she's treating him, right? So he was telling us in so many words and in so many ways that this woman was mistreating him. She came in and rearranged his whole house. You know, he spoke about that. And then he also spoke about her being connected to a certain deity. I don't know if it was an Egyptian goddess or something like that, but I do remember that. I do remember him introducing her to the community because he had just bought her a dress or something like that. So he had spoke about how he wanted the people to see her in her dress that he bought her. Like, yeah, I didn't get you all pretty for nothing, for nobody to see. So she walked up, you know, and she was very, she's a little nonchalant, you know, she wasn't really, and wow, I'm gonna tell y'all, ever since he got with her, right? Ever since he got with her, it was a decline. So I believe that she was the agent that was sent to silence him. And that's basically what happened. You know what I'm saying? But his legacy will definitely live on through his videos and will live on through us. Because the people who have heard his messages, oh my goodness, I'm getting chills right now, y'all. Woo! The people who have heard his messages and came across this information will share this information. And this is what it's about, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. I gotta go. I'm just getting an overwhelming feeling right now, okay, over my body, and you know, wow, I'm just really feeling really, really, really sad. I don't want to say that I'm feeling sad because this is the feelings that they want us to have: sad, angry, things like that. I told y'all about the archons that control the emotions, right? So I'm just appalled. I'm appalled right now, okay? Yeah. I'm appalled right now. This information kind of blew me away, and you know, now I have to go and regroup. Okay, it's a lot of things that I now have to think about, like what is going to be my next phase. Even though, you know, we haven't heard. I still watch his videos. I still watch his old videos and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And wow, that's a torch that we collectively are going to have to pick up and help carry on, because these people did this to him to keep him silent, to stop that message from reaching people like me and you. All right. And we can't allow that to happen.